Welcome to Motivated Results, ladies and gentlemen. So I've been thinking about doing this video for a while. I just haven't had the chance with all the other stuff. So since I've just recently inundated you guys with a lot of workout videos, I thought I'd break into the push-pull legs. Or if you're a douchebag, legs push-pull because you gotta go against the grain. I know you're out there. Alright, so here we go. So as some of you guys may know, I ran this program and I still run a variation of this program for over a year. In fact, most of my quote-unquote lifts or quote-unquote gains, that's what I meant to say, were off of this program. What are my thoughts on it, positive and negatives? I'm going to try to make this a very quick review. Positives, progression. You progress a lot faster because of the frequency. You're going in, hitting it almost 2 times a week. In fact, if you are smart and you're not taking rest days or off days or additional days or whatever, you should be hitting everything twice a week, which means that you're going to progress a lot faster. Your numbers and your lifts, as long as the intensity is there and everything's programmed correctly as far as your diet, you should see progress very quickly. This is the program I ran and I got all the lifts kind of up. You know, with that being said, keep in mind that I did run a slight variation where I did a max effort round and then a hypertrophy round, which was more focused on muscle building, lower weight, while the max effort was powerlifting style programming, where it was working up to heavy sets, doing back off sets, working on pause movements, things like that. So something to consider, but for the most part the same thing, just spiced up instead of the bland template. So once again, positives, frequency. The frequency is great. You're going to be hitting this once, twice a week if you're smart, and you have the ability to go in and improve every single time. Getting a notice on my phone. Alright, another positive is that this is a great program for beginners. The more frequency you get as a beginner, the faster you're going to progress, so you can just zoom past your new gains. You can continue hitting this hard. You're gonna adapt because in the beginning your body's like, what the hell is this shit? I need to survive. Let me make some gains. And so your central nervous system will build in those patterns. Your muscle building will begin as long as diet is in place, of course. I'm gonna put an asterisk on every freaking thing I do. So, downsides about the program is that if you are used to this bodybuilder mentality, there's this magazine bodybuilder mentality, should I say, where you're gonna go on, you're gonna go, you're gonna bust it out, you're gonna be going crazy, you're gonna do 20 sets, 30 sets, 40 sets, you're gonna go burnouts, you're gonna go pyramids, you're gonna do drop sets. If you're one of these guys that's into this, this is not the program for you, okay? Especially if you are a natural guy. If you're a natural guy, that's just not the way, it's not gonna work out well for you, because you're gonna obliterate yourself 2 times a week and you're gonna find yourself very quickly needing to take a deload or take some time away from the gym, or if you're really smart, you're gonna go real fast and try to progress as quickly as possible and hurt yourself. So that's the negative. You gotta really meter yourself and know that you're only going to go in, do the amount of volume that you can, hit the weights, try to get the numbers up every single time if possible, and that's just the name of the game with this much of a frequency. That's just the way it goes. Another thing to consider about this is that you have to focus a lot on the compounds. Since you're going in and doing this 3 times, one after the other, and then you focus on an off day and then you go into your next one, I would highly suggest that you prioritize your lifts. So I'm going to show you guys what I did, and then you guys could do whatever somebody says that. Alright, here we go. So what I would basically focus on is, on a hypertrophy day for example, would be the compounds. The compounds are first. The compounds are the movements that you need to focus the most muscle groups on, so you focus on getting those out of the way first. You don't want to fatigue a muscle group that's going to need to be used on that compound. So focus on compounds, and usually 2 to 3 sets of the compounds just to really get in there. Anything more, it's up to you. If there is multiple compounds, like I run an OHP and a bench in the same push day, so I usually do 2 to 3 rounds of the bench in addition to a couple of rounds or 2 sets give or take on OHP, and then on the accessory movements, 3 to 4 movements that help move your compound forward. You're going to get the most results out of those compounds. So these are only there to help you with the compounds. And then miscellaneous, you know, there's always those little miscellaneous groups that nobody likes working out that you should. Calves, forearms. Grip strength is something I definitely tell people to work on because you don't want to have to use straps on everything. Things like that. But that's a very quick look at my overview. I highly suggest the push-pull legs for anybody that's starting out. In fact, somebody that's starting out, I would even almost want to put them on an upper-lower split, depending on how many days they have available to work out and what their plans are and what their goals are. But this is just a quick review on what I'm doing. If you guys want me to review my current setup and go more in depth into the max effort days, I can. Post that below. But once again, thanks again for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you guys next time.